Hey everyone, I'm back again with another Witmer's Adventures video, and in this one I'm going to a place I haven't been since I was a kid actually, even though it's probably about an hour or so away from me, and that is to Hershey Park. And I kind of haven't been there since I was a kid, so I'm kind of curious to see how the park kind of looks these days and everything. I'm interested to see how the Hershey Park kind of looks these days. Keep watching. Like I mentioned, I live about like an hour or so away from it, but pretty much the last time I even really stepped foot in there was easily when I was a kid. It's been years. Now I've been to that area like pre-COVID, like 2019. My sister's wedding was close to Hershey Park, but I didn't actually step into the park since I was a kid. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it kind of looks these days, if it jogs any memories from past times I went down there, how long it kind of takes me to kind of get my bearings in terms of the layout of everything. It's also supposed to be pretty warm today, like low 90s and pretty humid, so I'm curious to see. And I know the Hershey Park also has like a water park kind of attached to it and everything, but I'm kind of curious how it is a park that kind of has most of its operating time during the summer, how they kind of deal with warmer kind of days like this. Do they have more like areas that's for cool zones, or do they have a lot of shaded areas? I'm curious to see how that kind of looks too. So without further ado, let's head on out to Hershey Park.
Dog must be going nuts. Guy, I don't know if he was touching the bushes. I don't know if it's the green lawn, checking the house, checking the bushes and stuff.
Oh, no, it's regular.
What's that?
Exercise.
Oh, really? Whole different entrance. Yeah.
Fish I made with Hershey Park. Now it's time to enjoy the day. A real game plan, I think, but let's see how it goes. I will also say it's only 10 o'clock, but it feels actually pretty nice out with the something on the street. Nice breeze blowing. We'll see how the rest of the day goes. It's get pretty warm, so we'll see how it goes. Heat's starting to pick up a little bit. Also, there's a crowd as well. I showed a little crowd view a second ago. So, today and Thursday, still summer. Those crowds just again, it's still warmer. Yeah, let's do another crowd view. This appears to depend on the area too, because this area is not nearly as crowded as the last section I'm used to.
You get the brakes on that?
I do.
As we were walking back over here, she kept saying selfies. So the tree.
I like the shade. Right there. Would you go on that? When you get a little bigger.
She must go around on the train. I'll just go explore with that. Now it is time to eat some lunch. It's a little afternoon now. I think the plan is potentially going to Chicken Pete's. A little bite there. But this little whole section has a bunch of different food options, so we'll see. Looks good.
We just got done with lunch, and it was a bit of an ordeal because we have a bit of a meal plan for this one, and for some reason mine didn't come with a drink even though it was supposed to, but I digress there. Next up, we're going to head closer to ZooAmerica, but before that, we go to a seal and sea lion show.
They're silly. Sea lions?
Excellent job. Well, to provide our animals with the best supplies, we're having a stethoscope we held up to her. If we ever had a vet come in here and we wanted to hear her heart, she's very comfortable with that, right? We're not making her do a single thing. Now over on the other side, Scooter is getting his teeth brushed. You do this behavior all the time, so that way he's always very comfortable with that, and he has really strong, healthy gums and teeth.
That was a fun little seal and sea lion show. It's about like 15 minutes. We just managed to get there in time for the next showing, so we just tried to go in. It's fun. We got a lot of information about seals and sea lions that we didn't know already. Yeah, we're going to get to the zoo now, the ZooAmerica. In the back corner.
I don't see it.
See him back there?
Yeah, I do.
Look at his spotted butt.
Can we go in? Oh, I see a big owl. And Mom, I see a big.
They're so cute. He's scratching his little head.
That's a girl,
Yeah.
and then that one's a boy.
Ah, the boy's got the big antlers. Oh, she's so pretty.
Sam?
There you go. Can you see in between? See that big bird? Oh, is there two of them?
You see it? Peyton?
You see him?
This is a nice little zoo. This little kind of trail essentially you follow up to kind of see all the animals and everything. Some cool animals to see here. This from America.
Now that we're done with ZooAmerica, I just wanted to show a bit of a crowd update, kind of showing you what it looks like at this point in the day. But next up, we're going to head over to the boardwalk, which is the water park section of Hershey Park. So today has been actually pretty hot out. It's definitely gotten a little gross and kind of hot out. So for the last little bit, we've just kind of been seeking, kind of sitting around under shade, just kind of hoping to get some kind of relief from it. But next up, we're going to hit some shops. As we make our way back to the front of the park, the first shop we hit was Life is Good, which had a plethora of different t-shirts and everything just throughout this little shop they had. Definitely a good amount of stuff. The only thing I found interesting is that there was no Hershey branded Life is Good stuff they had at this specific store, but they definitely had some different hats and everything as well. It also just is a little pricey, but this one hat I saw for as basic as $28. Right next door to Life is Good was a character shop, and we had to go in. One of the shops they have near the front of the park is the Christmas store, and of course we had to go in, which had a plethora of different ornaments they can get. There were some with characters, there was a few that were dated that said 2025, and a bunch of anything else they could think of in between, from people's names to just generic kind of Christmassy kind of stuff, and even some toys for kids as well. The next shop we hit was Puppy Love, which I didn't realize it had here at Hershey Park, and unlike the Life is Good store, this one was actually for Hershey Park. But none of them really stuck out to me, so I didn't end up actually getting anything here at the shop.
One last thing before we head out, the Chocolate World. And when you're in Chocolate World, of course, you have to go on the ride, which kind of shows you how they make the chocolate and everything for Hershey's. And it kind of reminds me a bit of Living with the Land down in Epcot and in Disney World. And this is also, unfortunately, where my phone ended up dying on me and why the video quality for the next few clips is going to be a bit off.
Your guide will meet you at the entrance. See you inside.
What's he doing? The cocoa beans.
Through intense pressure and friction, the grinding turns cocoa nibs into the smooth, dark liquid used to make milk and dark chocolate.
Cocoa. Pressing also produces cocoa butter, which we'll use later on in the process. Milk to make milk chocolate. Fresh milk is part of what gives Hershey's milk chocolate its delicious and distinctive taste. Part of my job is to the sweetened milk and then blend in the perfect amount of unsweetened chocolate. This is where the art of chocolate making all comes together. Feed the chocolate foam through steel rollers that grind and refine the chocolate until it reaches a smooth, uniform consistency.
The weirdest part about this ride, and I haven't ridden it in a few years, but for some reason there's Pokemon characters throughout it, and I don't really know why.
Delicious Hershey's chocolate goodness is finally ready to be packaged.
My personal favorite.
Everyone has a favorite. Mine are Hershey's Kisses chocolates. Bye.
Made it back home now. I know after the last clip it was kind of a big jump from that to here, but it did mention the clip prior to it that heading in the Chocolate World, we were just hitting one last thing, and that was doing the ride. And the only thing I didn't show, because my phone had died, unfortunately, I know it was a rookie mistake, gotta learn better for next time, was getting milkshakes. That was the last kind of thing we did before heading out. But today was definitely kind of a so-so kind of day. Not saying there were fun moments. One of those things being the Seal and Sea Lion show. That was pretty fun to see. Going to ZooAmerica, seeing all the cool animals and that kind of park kind of has. Just kind of going back to the park I haven't been to in a while. Just seeing how they changed everything. The only thing I would say that wasn't my biggest fan, or I wasn't the biggest fan of, was as part of our tickets we did like a meal plan kind of thing for this trip. It was supposed to come with an entree, a side, and a drink, but unfortunately, when I went to Chicken Pete's, the drink wasn't included for some reason. They gave me the chicken wings, the fries, and then just no drink. And I asked, like, does a drink come with this? Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh. I was like, okay. I wasn't gonna fight it or anything. I'm just not really that person. I was like, okay, it's not really them at the stand. It's whatever. But either way, yeah, that was one thing I was the biggest fan of. And for being as hot as it was, I wish there was more misters or more areas to kind of cool off kind of thing. I know there was plenty of shaded kind of areas because of the trees and everything. Just wish thought they could have done a little bit better there. The other thing too was we also got some refillable mugs. I had some issues trying to refill mine. I may just not be the smartest, so that may have been the reason why there. But yeah, I think the other factor was because it was so hot out. It just kind of sucks kind of life out of people, so it just wasn't. I think that might have dampened some things of being able to do the park more than we were really able to. We were still able to enjoy it as much as we were able, as much as we could. I was going to get some like merch and stuff, but nothing really piqued my eyes. There was one on the chocolate store and everything, but there was like a t-shirt or two, but after I went on the ride, I just kind of completely forgot about it, so I didn't really do anything kind of merch-wise from this trip, but that's okay. Still a kind of fun day overall. I know I had some little pet peeves with Hershey Park, but it was like kind of the areas that are trying to kind of improve on. I think there's some areas in the park that I think could be worked on a little more, but I'm going to do a future podcast and maybe video, kind of give my overall thoughts on Hershey Park and everything. Just want to give it a couple days or whatever, just kind of sink in and everything. But that being said, that's all I got for this video. Don't forget to subscribe.